Hello, friends, and welcome back to the another day and another amazing live stream video. So, guys, tonight we need to talk about something serious, something that is emotional, and something every American deserves the truth about. Because once again, the political class, the same group that has failed our cities for decades, is pointing fingers at President Trump for their failures. And this time they are blaming him for the tragic shooting of two brave National Guard members in Washington, D.C. But I want you to stay with me because by the end of this stream, you are going to see exactly why this narrative is not only dishonest, it's dangerous for the country. So, guys, let's break it down calmly, clearly, and unapologetically patriotic. This week, America watched a heartbreaking scene unfold. Two National Guard members, Sarah Backstrom and Andrew Wolf, were ambushed near the White House. One of them tragically lost her life, the other is still fighting for his. These are our people. These are Americans standing on the line for us, protecting our capital during a job politicians sitting in Washington will never understand. And what did we see immediately? Not unity, not prayers, but finger pointing. Representative Debbie Wasserman jumped in front of cameras faster than investigators could process the scene. And what did she say? That President Trump should blame himself for the shooting, that putting the National Guard in DC was irresponsible, that Trump created this. So let me tell you something. This right here is exactly what frustrates millions of Americans. The refusal of some leaders to take responsibility for the chaos happening on their watch. Because the facts are simple. Washington DC didn't become dangerous under Trump. It became dangerous under years of leadership that refused to prosecute criminals, refused to back law enforcement, and refused to confront rising violence. Even DC's own mayor, who normally opposes everything Trump does, admitted crime dropped drastically after the federal crackdown began. Carjackings down by 87%. And now, after a foreign national, someone admitted during the Biden era, opened fire on our troops, somehow Trump became the villain? No. Not the broken immigration system, not the waiting failures, not the decades of soft on crime policies. Not in their story, it always comes back to Trump. This is why Americans are tired. Tired of seeing the blame land on the people who are actually trying to fix the mess. Trump took action because no one else would. Crime was exploding, innocent people were dying, families didn't feel safe walking to their cars, and Washington's leadership was also shrugging. So he sent in the National Guard to restore the order, and it also worked. But instead of thanking the man and woman who risk everything, we hear political attacks. We hear excuses. We hear, don't blame the suspect, blame Trump. So let me be very clear, America should never apologize for protecting its streets. America should never apologize for defending the capital. And America should never apologize for demanding strong borders and proper waiting. Because this tragedy wasn't caused by the National Guard being present, it was caused by an individual who never should have been in the United States to begin with. And that's exactly what the White House said. If not for Biden's unbelievably weak immigration policies, the ones that allowed unvetted individuals to walk into this country, this would never have happened. And that's the actual truth. A truth the media won't say loudly because it doesn't fix the narrative. Trump called for a temporary halt to migration from countries with failing security system. He called for a reverse migration program to get criminals out, and suddenly he is the monster. No. What's monstrous is leaving America vulnerable just to look politically correct. What's monstrous is defending terrorists instead of defending Americans. And what's monstrous is trying to score the political points while our National Guard is still grieving. So let me something as an American. If you want safer streets, if you want strong borders, if you want to protect our troops, then leadership needs courage, not the press conferences. The situation is DC didn't get better until Trump took action. The crime didn't drop until Trump stepped in, and the threats didn't come from the National Guard, they came from individuals. Our government failed to wait properly. When Trump strengthens the border, he called the racist. When he supports law enforcement, he called divisive. When he sends troops to restore the order, he is called authoritarian. But when the streets get safer, when the crime drops, when people finally walk outside without fear, suddenly everyone gets quiet. Why? America deserves a leader who isn't afraid to stand between danger and the American people. And right now, there is one person doing that. And it's not the people pointing fingers on TV. So tonight, I want to remember you something. The National Guard serves because they believe this country is worth defending. And President Trump took action because he believes the same thing. We honor our heroes by not blaming the wrong people but by fixing the policies that failed them. So, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think about this? And also, let me subscribe and also subscribe to this channel if you like the breakdowns like this, and kindly give it a thumbs up if you like this. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.